Kundhavi was brought up in a small town called Ambasmudram, which is located in the Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. This town is known for its quiet charm and traditional values, and it was within this calm and modest environment that Kundhavi spent her childhood and grew into a young woman. Her upbringing in such a place shaped her personality. She was raised with cultural values, surrounded by a tight-knit community and simple lifestyle. As she grew up, Kundhavi formed a close friendship with two other girls in her town. The three of them were very good friends and shared everything with each other, including their dreams about the future. One of the big dreams they all had in common was that they wanted to have love marriages. This meant that they wanted to fall in love with someone on their own and then get married to that person, rather than having their marriages arranged by their parents or relatives. They believed that love should come before marriage, and they hoped to experience the joy of choosing their life partners themselves. But things did not go the way Kundhavi had hoped. Despite her desire to fall in love and marry someone she chose, life took a different turn. Unfortunately, she was not successful in her plan to have a love marriage. For reasons not fully known, perhaps bad timing, family pressure, or just circumstances, she ended up not finding love on her own. Instead, her father, who had the final say in such matters, arranged her marriage. He selected a groom for her without asking much about her feelings. The man he chose was named Gautam. This marriage was arranged completely against Kundhavi's personal wishes and dreams. She had no say in the decision, and she was not happy about it. Nevertheless, she went ahead with it, likely out of respect for her father and the traditions of her family. On the day of their wedding, it was clear to everyone who looked at them that both Kundhavi and Gautam were not happy. They looked dull and sad, standing quietly beside each other as the wedding rituals were carried out. There was no joy or excitement in their eyes. Their faces showed sorrow and helplessness. The sadness they both carried was obvious, and anyone who looked at the bride and groom could tell that this was not a joyful union, but one full of compromise and emotional conflict. 6 years passed by. The couple, Kundhavi and Gautam, moved to Mumbai, one of the busiest and most modern cities in India. Over the years, things changed in their lives. They now had a 5-year-old daughter, and they had grown into their roles as husband and wife. Time and shared experiences slowly turned their once forced marriage into a relationship filled with love and understanding. The couple now lived together happily as a married couple, and their love had matured into a real bond. Gautam had a respectable job. He worked as the chief mechanical engineer at Maruti Suzuki, which is one of the biggest car manufacturers in India. His job was important, and he was successful in his career. Kundhavi, on the other hand, was also working woman contributing to the household and balancing work and family life. At one point, Gautam had to travel to New York City for a short time. It might have been for a business trip related to his work. During the time he was away, Kundhavi was at home managing things alone. One day, while she was going through his belongings or perhaps cleaning up, she came across something unexpected, Gautam's old college diary. Out of curiosity and perhaps a bit of nostalgia, she started reading it. The contents of the diary revealed a side of Gautam she had never known. In the diary, Gautam had written about his life as a student. She learned that Gautam had wanted to become an engineer ever since he was a young boy. It was his dream to study mechanical engineering and work in the field. He was so determined to achieve this goal that he even forced his father's brother, his uncle, to pay for his engineering seat at a college in Coimbatore. He did this not out of arrogance, but out of desperation to follow his dreams. From his second year in college, Gautam had become a don, which means he became a powerful figure on campus. This could imply he had a strong presence, leadership qualities, or even a reputation that made others respect or fear him. It was during this time in college that he met Aishwarya, a girl who caught his attention. Aishwarya was not just any student, she was the daughter of a member of parliament from Coimbatore, which made her someone from a powerful and influential family. Gautam and Aishwarya fell in love deeply. Their feelings for each other were sincere and strong. They decided they didn't want to wait or seek approval, they wanted to get married. They went to the registrar's office to get legally married without informing their families. Just after Gautam tied the knot, but before legally registering their marriage, something tragic happened. Aishwarya's father and his men found out and arrived at the scene. They beat up Gautam, hurt him badly, and forcibly separated the two young lovers. Then they sent Aishwarya away to Sydney, Australia, far from Gautam and India, so they could never meet again. At the end of this emotional diary, Gautam had written a short but heartbreaking note. It said, "If I have one wish, it would be to live with Aishwarya happily at least for one day." This note revealed how much he still missed Aishwarya. It showed that even though he had moved on with life, a part of his heart still longed for that lost love. Later, as a result of a deathbed wish made by his uncle, Gautam had agreed to marry Kundhavi. This decision wasn't based on romantic love, but on a sense of duty and emotional obligation to his dying relative. Eventually, Gautam returned from his trip to New York, but he sensed that something was different. His wife, Kundhavi, was no longer the same. She seemed distant. She worked late into the night and didn't show him the warmth she used to. She avoided him emotionally, leaving Gautam confused and hurt. However, as things unfolded, Kundhavi came to realize that her husband truly did love her. She understood that even though he had a painful past, Gautam had missed her terribly while he was away and still cared deeply about her. This realization inspired Kundhavi to do something unexpected. She made an extraordinary decision. She wanted to fulfill her husband's long-ago wish. So she found Aishwarya, who had just returned from Australia after many years. Aishwarya had changed a lot since her college days. She was no longer the quiet girl in a salwar kameez. She was now a modern woman, confident and bold. At the airport, she ignored her father completely, likely still holding resentment for how he had destroyed her relationship with Gautam. Kundhavi met Aishwarya and invited her to their home. Then, she told her husband something very surprising. She said he should spend one full day with Aishwarya, living happily as he had once wished. She told him that for that single day, she and their daughter did not exist. He was free to be with Aishwarya without guilt. Then, Kundhavi left the house, giving him space. Gautam and Aishwarya then spent the day together. They went to different places, revisiting memories and reliving their past. They laughed, cried, and shared everything they had bottled up over the years. They talked about how much they had missed each other, how hard those 6 years of separation had been. Their love came rushing back. They fell in love all over again, and eventually, they got intimate, crossing the lines between past and present. But just when it seems like they might be reunited, it is revealed that everything that happened was just a dream, a vivid, emotional dream that Kundhavi had while she was away. She woke up in fear, overwhelmed by panic, unsure of what might be really happening between her husband and Aishwarya. She rushed back home, worried about what she might find. But to her surprise, she found her husband sitting alone. She asked him where Aishwarya was. Then she found a letter written by Aishwarya. In the letter, Aishwarya said that Kundhavi had given them a whole day to be together, but the truth was, just 1 hour was more than enough. She described what happened during that 1 hour, 40 minutes of silence, 10 minutes of polite questions, and just 10 minutes of actual conversation. Even during those 10 minutes, the only word Gautam spoke repeatedly was Kundhavi. This one word showed where his heart truly was. Aishwarya realized that the love between Gautam and Kundhavi was real and strong, and they were meant to be together. She said that she would always love Gautam, but in her next birth, she wished to love him not as Aishwarya, but as Kundhavi, because only as Kundhavi could she truly be loved by him. She blessed them, wished them a happy life, and left forever. In the final scene, Gautam told Kundhavi that he had hidden the truth about his past love for Aishwarya because he didn't want to hurt her. He knew that no woman would want to know that her husband had once loved someone else so deeply. But unlike most women, Kundhavi went out of her way to find that girl and bring her into their lives, just to make him happy. This act touched Gautam deeply. Both he and Kundhavi cried tears of happiness and hugged each other with love and emotion. At that very moment, Diwali fireworks lit up the sky, symbolizing joy, celebration, and a new beginning. Their little daughter, Ishu, joined them too, and the story ended on a beautiful and emotional happy note.